What do you want to be when you grow up? A question that most of us have heard. Growing up, I have quite a few dream jobs that I wanted. A nurse, a teacher, a chef, and some point in my life, I also wanted to become a makeup artist. The list going on and on. But as we grow old and study, we must choose a career that we must take. This decision can be tough since this can affect our life big time. What profession do you see yourself doing 10 years from now? A simple question where you need to consider a lot before answering. Right now, if you ask me this question, my answer would be an accountant. When I hear the word accounting, the first thing that comes to my mind is math. I thought you need to be a mathematician to take an accountancy. It's a course of it's a course and profession that involves number, analyzation, and headache. Just because accountancy have a legacy of being a difficult course. But what exactly is accountancy is? The job description of an accountant according to www.indeed.com is an accountant or accounting professional is responsible for the management and reporting of financial data of an organization. Their duty including preparing financial statement, examining and analyzing a company accounts and ensuring compliances with financial reporting and another standard accounting procedure. According to the FindUniversity.ph, to become a certified public accountant in the Philippines, a graduate of BS Accountancy needs to pass a certified public accountant's licensure examination. The examination is conducted by the Board of Accountancy under the supervision of the Professional Regulation of Commission or PRC. This means that I need to study for 5 years, have to review, take the board exam, and pass it before achieving the title of CPA. This has difficult and challenging written all over it. But I know and I believe that I am willing to go through this in order for me to become an accountant. When I was younger, I know I had a strong interest in the business world, that I was fascinated by anything that had to do with business. I selected accountancy since there's so many professions that are related to it that I was almost certain I would be able to find work quickly. But it is not my first choice of profession. Initially wanted to become a doctor, but my family cannot afford me to send me to medical school. That's why I went with my second choice, which is much achievable for me. I also want to take accountancy because it promotes integrity and work with a lot of people. One of the things that I read is that being accountant is hugely rewarding. A career in accountants would come with generous salary and opportunity to progress quickly. It's an highly respected profession and it's also immense satisfying. You draw on strategic leadership and communication skills, work with variety of teams, and really make an impact on your workplace and the wider world. According to www.beldol.gov.ph, the demand for accountants will increase stimulately with economic growth, since the number of business established is expected to increase as the economy grows. The increase in the number of the business establishment will require more accountants to set up books, prepare taxes, and provide financial advice regardless of specialty. Accountants who are duly licensed by the Professional Regulation Commission should have the best job prospect. Holders of master degree in accounting or in business administration with specialization in accounting also will have an advantage. Moreover, accountants accountants might be employed with the following industries: mining and quarrying, manufacturing, electricity, gas and water supplies, constructions, wholesales and retail trade, repair and motor bicycles, motorcycle and personal and household goods, hotel and restaurants, transport, storage, and communication, financial intermediation, real estate, renting and business activities, public administration and defense, compulsory social security, education, health and social work, another community, social and personal services, activities, private household with employed personnel and extra-territorial organization and body. In report by the Business Mirror, there is a shortage of Filipino certified public accountants (CPA) against an increasing demand for more of these professions. Only 7,500 to 8,000 accountants are getting certified each year in the Philippines, and the majority of them is to look for work abroad. If you are smart and in a position to get into a career, you should definitely consider accounting because now should seems like the best time. Local companies as well as overseas ones are looking to hire more Filipino CPA and in most cases pay handsomely because these professions are in demand. Filipino accountants are globally recognized and in demand and can meet today's requirement. Singapore, Malaysia, and our own country need accountants who are fluent in English language, and Filipino can absolutely fit in the bill. The accounting job in the Philippines is one of the uptick because there is a small supply and the demand is high. Now, has never been better time to strike while the iron is hot. It is lucrative to be in this profession now more than ever. My profession of choice is in demand today. I believe that this career is in demand now and in the future as the economy grows. Accountants are high demand these days, especially in business and corporations that contribute to economic growth. An accountant will provide guidance or assistance in resolving in that particular problem. Unemployment rates that have risen dramatically as a result of COVID-19 pandemic and associated economic dislocation, both nationally and locally. Unlike earlier recession, the effects are felt across the board, including typically white-collar jobs. Certain occupations, on another hand, are proving to be recession and resistant. If not recession-proof, at least resistant to the current tight labor market, which the CPA are the highest and fastest growing demand. So technically speaking, even you don't pass the board exam yet, there are still work opportunity waiting for you. But of course, it is still better if you have license holder. But even if it's not in demand, I will still pursue accountant since it's highly flexible. Whether you want to work in fashion, politics, sports, or business accountancy would be your ruse in. The skills you gain when you study accountancy turn you into highly sought after finance professional who can work across teams and in strategic, diverse roles, all the way up to the boardroom. Aside from the increasing demand, job in the accounting industry are also known as those with the most lucrative salary rates. According to www.dole.gov.ph, accountants employed in government office usually receive a starting salary of 20,000, while a chief accountant normally has a month take-home pay of 30,000 to 35,000 in medium-sized private companies. An accountant's salary usually range from 35,000 to 45,000 a month. In the large or multinational companies, accountants usually receive about 50,000 to 75,000 a month. Accounting is considered one of the best professional that is known to have competitive salary. It can definitely help me but my family as well. This is also one of the reasons why I want to choose this profession. A CPA salary can provide the needs of my family. In conclusion, accounting has consistently topped the list of the best degrees to take in college because of the internal existence of business and trade. It's close to impossible that the world will never be without any form of accounting or finance. These reasons mentioned above are proof that accounting will always be one of the best degree options. Accounting does go beyond just dealing with numbers. I know that the journey will not be easy. There will be challenging along the way to my dream of being a certified professional accountant. But I hope and pray that I will face and overcome them with courage and passion for my dreams to be fulfilled. That's all for now. This is Krisha May Pardillo, your CPA in the making.